I don't know who needs to hear this, but God will always fund your passions.
Into the rest of her video because I think it's so good and it's so spot on, but I also wanted to add on to what she says on a smaller level. At the end of December, in my mind, I was like, oh, I really want to go to a trip to Arizona. I really want to go. It was a fleeting thought because I had seen pictures on Instagram and TikTok of people going to Arizona. And I had seen all these aesthetic pictures and I was like, oh my gosh, I want to take a trip to Arizona. So my mom, I'm like, oh, I'm going to plan this solo trip. It'll be fine. Woo. We move on. Fast forward the beginning of January, we're now in 2026. I get hit up by my manager and he was like, oh, do you want to go to the Fiesta Bowl? Lo and behold, the Fiesta Bowl is in Phoenix, Arizona. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so crazy because I just the other day was saying that I wanted to take a solo trip to Arizona. It's fully funded because before I was going to pay for the flight, the hotel, like I was going to do everything. Now it's not. I wake up the morning I'm supposed to get on my flight to go back home. I wake up and my notification says that my flight was delayed. I was like, oh dang, but it was only like an hour or so. So I was like, oh, that's fine. I'll dilly-dally a little bit, go to brunch, and then we'll head to the airport. While I'm out and about dilly-dallying, getting brunch, my flight gets repeatedly delayed further and further. Like it was an hour, now it's 2 hours, now it's 5 hours. Like it just kept getting delayed to almost the entire day. And so originally I'm upset. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm supposed to be home by now. I'm still here. I'm stuck here. I keep getting delayed. Like, oh my gosh, what it is. But then I paused and I was like, wait, I now have an entire free day in Arizona to do all the things that I said that I wanted to do originally. Second example was just recently, the other day, literally 2 days ago, I believe, I was out to dinner with my parents. We went to Red Lobster and my dad really wanted to try the lobster mac and cheese kind of dish, whatever. He got there and he asked the lady, the waitress about it and was like, oh, is it good? Yada, yada, yada. What are your thoughts? Should I get it? Should I not? And the waitress wasn't really feeling it. Like, she was like, she was kind of finicky. She really didn't confirm, like, yes, this is a good meal. You should get it. She basically talked my dad out of getting it. Fast forward to now the food's coming and food comes out and it's not our waitress, but it's one of the other waitresses. She brings out this plate. She's like, who is it? I know it wasn't mine. So I'm like, that's not mine. So then my mom was like, I think that's mine. But then she examines it a little bit more and she's like, wait, that's not mine. I got the dip because she got like a lobster dip and whatever and they had chips. And so this like, they didn't come with no chips. So this isn't hers. So then my dad was like, this is yours. And he was like, no, that's not mine. I didn't get that either. So now they just sit it down. We don't know whose this is. We don't know whose place this is. Our waitress comes back out and she's like, oh my gosh, I made a mistake. I told the chef the wrong thing. That was supposed to be my mom's dip, but she forgot to tell her the dip. She said something else, which was the lobster mac and cheese that was sitting right in front of our place. So then she runs and goes tell the chef the actual order that it's supposed to be. She comes back and she was like, wait, didn't you already say that you wanted, when you first got here, said that you wanted the lobster mac and cheese? And my dad was like, yeah, I did. And so she was like, see, there it is. And you got it for free. And I was like, yes. Everybody was like, yes, you got it for free. Wow, that is amazing. And it's like, even stuff like that. Something as small as your lobster mac and cheese, like God really cares. God will fund the desires of your heart, even if it's your chicken nuggets from McDonald's. Like it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be something big, grandiose. You can absolutely believe God for something big and grandiose because He will fulfill those things. Your career, your purpose, your professional life, all those things. But even the small things like a trip to Arizona or some Red Lobster mac and cheese.